Hi, and welcome back to my channel for the love of organizing, where I share my tips on creating an inspired home you'll love with budget-friendly finds. Today's video was inspired by Hilary of My So-Called Home and Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home, who both shared their thoughts on a book called Love the Home You Have. And Hilary posted 20 little things that she loved about her home. And when I left a comment, she challenged me to do the same here on my channel. So I put together just a little list, kind of impromptu, and I thought it could be fun to do the first 10 things here in our current home, which is an apartment, and the second 10 things when we move into our new home in the next month. Now, before I jump into our 10 things, I want to challenge you to leave me a comment below with the thing that you love most about your current home. So just comment below, and I think it'll be really interesting to see all the little things that each of us appreciate and have come to love about our current homes. Let me just start out with the first thing that I love about our home. And just know that I'm kind of doing a different take on this, where I want to start with things that may be viewed as disadvantages to our apartment and sort of share how I've grown and come to love some of those characteristics about this place. The first thing that I love about the apartment is that we are on the second floor. And most people would prefer a first floor apartment for a number of reasons, but for me, the second floor has actually given me just an added sense of security, meaning I can keep the windows open at night and I don't have to worry because we're on the second floor. And just overall, I just feel a little bit more safe and secure being up off of the ground. And I know it's kind of just a silly thing. It's the first floor is completely safe as well, but it's just something that I've come to really appreciate about being on the second floor. I also have come to love that we do not have a balcony. And of course I was bummed at first that we didn't have a balcony or any outdoor space attached to our apartment. However, not having a balcony has really stretched our family because we do want to get in that sunshine and we want to enjoy the outdoors. So more often we're going out to Charleston parks, area attractions. I'm walking the dog more, just walking to the pool, to the mailbox, you name it. Any excuse to get a little sunshine in and some activity outside, we take advantage of because we kind of miss not having an outdoor space of our own. The next thing that I've grown to love about our apartment is that we have a small kitchen. And this was an adjustment for me because I've been kind of spoiled in the past. And here we don't have a pantry, don't have a lot of cabinet space, definitely don't have a lot of counter space. However, that has been a huge asset as we declutter and just really take careful inventory of everything that we own. And I've done a couple videos about kitchen decluttering, honestly because it was a necessity here. And I always recommend when you are decluttering in your home to start in the kitchen. And so for us here, we've gotten rid of a lot of things that we didn't love anymore. And it's also allowed us to bring in new items and thrifted items that we really enjoy. So definitely the kitchen has been a plus here. I've also come to love that we do not have a laundry room. Now don't get me wrong, in our home to have a washer and dryer to ourselves, oh my gosh, I can't wait. This is gonna be paradise. But I knew when we moved into this apartment that one of the greater challenges was going to be not having the washer and dryer. They do have a small little laundromat here at the apartment. It's usually busy. It's hard to find enough washers to get things done. So we usually end up putting our baskets in my trunk and going to a nearby laundromat just a few minutes away. Very friendly staff. And not having the laundry room has grown me. It's stretched me and my patience more than any other weekly activity, I promise. Just trying to maintain a good attitude and to model the right kind of behavior for our children. Honestly, it took me about a year before I really softened my attitude and came to enjoy and look at the possibility and the opportunity that going to the laundromat has meant for us. And one of those little things that I've tried to model for our children is a lot of times when you see people at the laundromat, a lot of people just like us, and there are others where you can kind of see that maybe a single mom or a family that's recently moved here, someone struggling, someone away from home. So there's a lot of opportunity to show some love and kindness. And something that we've done is we will load up a laundry card with, $5 or $10. And if we notice a young mother or someone who just looks like maybe they could use a little extra help, my daughter and I will give them the laundry card and kind of try to bless them with that. And we've never been turned down, and it's always just taken sort of a mundane task or chore and turned it into something exciting for us. So thumbs up for the laundromat. The next thing that I love about our apartment is that our kids have their own rooms. And for some of my friends, especially if they have 3 and 4 children, the children have to share a room. It's not that big of a deal. But for us, we just have 2, and each of them has their own room and their own personal space. And I think that's been really important for them and for us, since this isn't really our forever home. Just having that security and knowing that they have a place they can go relax has been wonderful. I love our large closet, and especially large for an apartment. The closet is so big that I could literally lay down on the floor, and I have when I'm doing my myofascial exercises, rolling tennis balls up and down my back. Plenty of room in there to store all of our clothes and to see everything that we have, which I think is also helpful to not accumulate too much stuff. And it also helped me to declutter our seasonal decor, because I had to really decide if it was worth looking at every day in our closet. And so I got rid of a lot of the Christmas items that, I was saving because I'd gotten them at a good price, or I figured I'd use them eventually. So another decluttering bonus there. And we will have a large closet, a similar size in our home. So that's also just neat that we'll be able to sort of set it up in a similar way. And it's just been a luxury, especially in an apartment. Speaking of large spaces, our master bedroom in our apartment is it's quite large. We have a queen bed, which I'm looking at. We also have a trundle bed over towards the window. We've been saving that for our future guest room. And I usually lay fabric on that bed and film tons of stuff for my videos because it's right in front of the window. Great natural light, wonderful space for filming. Going to be great down the road for our guest room, and just behind me is my little office space and my vintage thrifted desk. So we've got plenty in here, but it doesn't feel crowded, and it's just been such a treat to have a large bedroom here in the apartment. Speaking of thrifted items, I love that we've incorporated vintage and thrifted decor in our apartment. And that was something that we came across, a love that was sort of ignited here for thrifted items, and especially for antiques. That was a new hobby that came to us here in Charleston. Little by little, we've accumulated things that we really love and have incorporated them into the decor here. And I think that's so important, even if you know you're not going to be in your apartment forever, still treating it like a sacred, special home, still putting the effort in to decorate and making it feel like it's your own. That's been really good for us to kind of fight off any of those mixed feelings that you have, or any disappointments that you're not in your dream home. So love that we've been able to bring in those kinds of items and really find a new passion. I also love the location. You honestly cannot beat our location. We are central to Mount Pleasant, downtown, Somerville, North Charleston, you name it, just about anything in the area is within a 15-minute drive. and the traffic is not nearly as challenging as it is in some of the other areas that I've mentioned. So we really have it all in the location here. And the last thing, which I really should have put earlier on my list, but this is just kind of how the video played out, affordability. Being in this apartment, which did not have everything that was on our wish list, and you know, a lot of those things have turned into blessings, which we've covered, but being in an affordable apartment for just 2 years really made a huge difference in our dreams of home ownership. And we are closing on our home in just under a month. I just can't say how much, I don't even want to call it a sacrifice, but just a very minor sacrifice. But things that we used to feel were really important, like having our own yard, having our own, you know, outdoor space, not being above or below another, you know, family. You know, we had to sacrifice. And I am so thankful that it's paid off and that we are going to be able to move into a home that we, you know, customized and made our own, just how we had envisioned it. So reasons 11 through 20 I will share with you when we move into our new home. But I wanted to start this challenge off with the 10 things that I love about our current home, which is our apartment. Thank you so much for watching. I also post little cheerful updates on my Instagram at For the Love of Organizing, and share things that I feel that you may find helpful on my Facebook page. I really love our happy little YouTube community, and I value you as a subscriber. I just want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.